Hey everybody, how are we doing today? Back with another video. This is going to be my 30-second application review. Got quite a few apps for you. All of them actually I'm pretty positive feeling about. I like all of them. All great apps, all different in some way. And so yeah, let's get this one started. Scroll all. As you guys see, I have actually cleaned up my applications. I got to my 9th page. I filled up my iPod and I just had to reorganize and take the ones out that I'm not playing anymore. So I still got quite a few pages of applications. All the other ones are on my computer in case you ever want to see them again, but this is what I got for right now. So we got 5 new apps for you. Let's start it off with this one first. It's going to be called Diamond Mine, a free app from the App Store. Very fun application. Great idea behind it also. What the idea is that you are in a darkened room. I don't know why you're in this room, but you're in a darkened room and you have a flashlight almost at the tip of your finger. And what you have to do is you have to go around to each level or each darkened room and you have to find 3 diamonds hidden in the room. You can only see a specific area around your finger, and by dragging it around like so, you have to go around this maze-like of a room to find diamonds. So, very simple, very fun application, I will not lie. I mean, yes, I have seen other things like this before. It's not 100% original, but I've never seen anything like it before on an iPod or on an iPhone. I've never seen an app like it before. So that's definitely kudos to them for being the first ones to do it. The only flaw that I have definitely found with it is that all the levels are in order. So, I mean, once you play this a few times through, you're going to have each level memorized, or if you don't have it memorized, you're going to at least have a very good idea of where each diamond is. Example, I know this one is up here towards the left. There it is. And I know my third one is going to be down in the right bottom corner. And there it is. So, as you guys see, the game is such a great application. It's a more innovative application. There's other ideas like it, but I haven't actually seen any in the App Store yet aside from this one. The only flaw that I have definitely found with it so far is, one, the levels are always in order, so you have a great idea, or if not a perfect idea, of where each diamond's going to be. And then second, also, sometimes when you're going around, even if you're not hitting a wall, example, if I want to try and go backwards, or if I want to try and go around a corner, it'll kind of take a few drags to actually get your little flashlight circle off that corner. It seems like you almost get stuck on nothing sometimes, which can be definitely frustrating, especially when you're trying to get in a certain amount of time, which is up here in the right top corner. Anyway, that's going to be my #1 app for you guys right now, called Diamond Mine, a free app from the App Store. Not sure how long it's going to be free, so definitely go out and check that one out as soon as possible. Pardon me, guys. Next one that I have, I love this game. It's called Fastlane Lite. Fastlane Street Racing Lite Edition. I'm sorry, got a longer title. Great application. It's very simple. I'm not going to give it one of the best ratings just because there are so many applications out here like this, but I will give it a pretty serious and solid one because it's got some great graphics. So as we start, there's not too many options. I mean, yes, you have tilt drifting, so you can use your accelerometer to tilt. You can turn up the sensitivity if you'd like to. I don't like it very high because it can become pretty annoying actually when you're trying to use just the tilt. You can use camera tilt, so you can tilt the camera around. Auto accelerate off. I don't like that on at all because there is a pedal that you can use. And speedometer, we're going to put it in miles per hour actually. I haven't seen that one before. Brake, gas position, you can put it anywhere on the screen you really want to. Music volume, game volume, main volume, sound, output, and then defaults. Pardon me again. So yeah, you got a few options for you there. There's instructions, but they're pretty simple gameplay so far that I've seen. Anyway, the only thing that's actually catching my eye about this is the graphics, and as you guys see, they are phenomenal. Great graphics on this game. Right bottom corner we have our gas pedal that you just simply touch to go, and left bottom corner we have our braking pedal, which will just obviously stop us. In the easy game mode, which we are playing right now, you don't really need to do too much drifting, and if you're not aware of what drifting is, it's kind of just cruising around a corner, sometimes with your foot on the brake, so that once you do get straightened out, you can kind of just dart and just boost straight forward. It's a method that street racers use all the time. It gains speed and it keeps time under. But anyway, in the easy game mode, you really don't need to drift as much, but when you do play the hard game mode, it definitely is what it says. It's a lot harder. It is a more difficult gameplay, which is what I would definitely want to expect in a hard game mode. But yeah, you're definitely going to have to try and drifting, and it can get some used to, or it can get some takes some time getting used to. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, as you guys see around here, you have our HUD at the very top of the screen. Tells you your position, your total time, and your time until the end or until you need to get to like a checkpoint or something like that. Or the bottom of the screen, we have our brake over on the left. On the bottom middle, you have your miles per hour, your speed, and then you also have your little gears dial, shift dial, I don't know what it's actually called. And then right where my finger is, we have our gas pedal. But anyway, let's kind of run into some walls right here. As you guys see, when I do and run into stuff, we got scrapes coming off the car. Your car won't take any damage, but it will definitely look like it's taken some. It looks more realistic when it's taking scrapes and scratches and there's sparks flying everywhere. And as you guys see right here, I mean, it's just cruising around by itself, and it's got some great graphics. It's got, I would say, better than even like the Nintendo 64 kind of graphics. It's got higher than that. And it's not PS2 quality, but for an iPod or for an iPhone application, this game is definitely up there in top graphics. As you guys saw right there, this is the Lite version, so yeah, it was obviously going to be a shorter round, but I mean, for the Lite version, that's only like a 30-second race. It's, I don't know, that's a minute-and-a-half race, I'm sorry. But it's not very long, it's not too strenuous, so it's pretty easy just to try out the Lite one. If you do like the Lite one, definitely go out and check out the full paid version, because the Lite one is pretty, I don't know, pretty promising so far. I mean, you're not getting too big of a race, but I'm sure in the paid one you got some more cars to pick from, different courses, and that course is pretty fun anyway. I'm rambling. I'm going to turn off my camera, start a new video so I don't get screwed here. Okay, gang, back with this one. My next game that I have for you is having mixed reviews from me. I'm getting mixed reactions from it. It is called Blue Defense, the Lite version of it. You got a lot of stuff right when you start up the main menu of it. You got reset high scores, reset level stats, and retrieve local scores. So that's just resetting and doing scores and whatnot. So you can toss those aside when you first start it off. If you have an iPhone, then you can always put on vibration, but since I have an iPod Touch, I turned it off. You can do audio settings, you can just adjust the volumes and whatnot. You can do basic instructions, which I definitely do recommend, even though they give you none, so don't do that. And then tips and tricks, this can kind of be helpful actually after a while. It pretty much explains each enemy to you and scorekeeping and all that stuff. And I just closed out of it like an idiot. Sorry about that. I apologize if my voice is still raspy. I'm still getting over a cold and I'm trying to get this one out for you guys though. Anyway, go back. Now let's start actually and we'll play one. So new game. Level select, classic mode, and quick start. Quick start, I've tried a couple times. It's a little bit more challenging, but it's more fun. Classic mode starts you off in the beginning. Very simple, very easy, which is where I would definitely start everyone else at if you haven't played something like this before. Or level select, where you can start really anywhere you like to practice on certain enemies. So let's try classic mode, and we'll start from the beginning. Very simple. We are this little blue spaceship looking guy at the bottom. I'm not touching anything as you guys see right now to shoot. All I'm doing is using the accelerometer to tilt and to shoot my enemies coming at me, which are the red. And as you guys see, that first level is very simple, but this thing gets very tough very quick. There's only 7 levels, I believe, in the Lite version. And I got to level 5 and I had to stop. I mean, 1, I did make it on my first try, so yeah, it's not too complicated. Well, I mean, yes, this is the Lite version, but it's not too complicated so far. But I mean, it really didn't catch my attention in any way. It's a fun application. I haven't really played anyone like it before. Great graphics with all the bullets and missiles coming out at once, but I mean, this game just doesn't really offer too much to me, I believe. It's a fun app, definitely to try out, especially because it is free. There is a Lite version available. If you're into this kind of thing, then definitely go out and get the paid version. I definitely recommend it to you because this is a pretty fun application. It's just, I'm not seeing too much of a reason to actually go out and spend money. The thing that I have found so far that I'm not too big of a fan of is that you can only do inverse on your missiles. As you guys see, I tilt left and my guy shoots right. I tilt right and my guy shoots left. So that's what inverted is. And I have never been a fan of inverted controls, so I'm very upset that they did not let you choose if you want to do inverted or normal. So as you guys see, I am taking hits right here, which stinks. And after you take a few hits, you will die. But anyway, this just kind of tries to throw you off by turning it. So now we are going horizontally. Maybe if you want to let me play. There we go. So yeah, it's a fun application. Go out and try it out. It's called Blue Defense Lite, a free app from the App Store, but I don't know, nothing too special about it, nothing too grabby, catching my eye, catching my attention. It's a fun application, just as simple as that. Anyway, I'm going to turn off the camera one more time, go upload these two, because we're going to do two pretty in-depth reviews for these next two games. Alrighty guys, back for these last two app reviews that I was just talking about. Both are going to be paid applications, both football applications, from a company called Skyworks. Skyworks mainly focuses on athletic applications and game applications and sports applications, all that stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. And all their applications are very simple, very graphical. They have great graphics, great visual effects, all that stuff that everyone wants in an application. Very arcade feeling to them. So let's get this first application started off with a game called X's and O's Football. Very fun application, the first of its kind that I have seen in the App Store. This is the first football game where you actually do control the plays and you do control the passing. They did a fantastic job on it too. It's not like it's just terrible, laggy bunch of people running on the field, running everywhere where you have terrible controls. It's very simple controls, very easy gameplay. You only play on offense. We are the red team down here. I believe that they actually intended you to play this game horizontally because all of your HUDs are set horizontal for you to read, but I actually like the whole NCAA and Madden feeling where I can play it vertically like this. So over here on the right side of the screen we have our playbook. Very simple. All you have is pass plays and you just simply touch up and down so you can pick through these pass plays. Let's run this. Anyway, no, let's not run that. I don't like that. I like that. So anyway, once you've picked your play, then you can simply touch anywhere on the screen. Your men will line up, man-on-man coverage, all that stuff. You're not controlling anyone out here right now. All you're controlling is you're simply tapping on the screen anywhere. And once you do tap on the screen, the play will start, and you'll have about 2 seconds to get the ball off to one of the receivers. So let's start it. Let's get it to him. And some reason I missed that one. Usually that would have been a catch actually. So anyway, you do need to lead a pass, and if you don't know what that means, you have to throw it in front of your receiver because they are moving constantly. So you're trying to throw it in front of your receiver so that they'll get the ball before the defenders do. And then once you do catch the ball, let's see if we can actually get a catch. You control your man by running using the accelerometer. The defense will be faster than you usually, but that's only fair, I believe, and that makes it so that they can catch up to you and tackle you, so not every catch is a touchdown. But it's not too significant, so you usually will have an opportunity to be able to outrun your defenders, or at least get a couple extra yards by using the accelerometer. So now we're going. And we just got a first down. So this little yellow bar right here shows our, well, not right now, but it showed our first, yeah, it does right now actually. It shows our first down meter. Over here on the left side of the screen, it shows our progress throughout the entire field. Once we get to this blue end zone at the end, it'll just start us all the way back over, which I hope to be able to show you in this review. Let's actually just turn this sideways. Left top corner, it shows our score. This is our field progress. The right top corner shows the clock. There are 4 60-second quarters. If you do get if you are not able to convert on a fourth down, then the game will actually just end and you'll be done. Left bottom corner shows the quarter that you're in. This shows your playbook. It doesn't actually change. You just use the arrows to pick a different play. And this shows your downs and yardage. Right now we are in 1st and 10, so we have 4 opportunities to get this ball in the end zone from here. Let's try this play. We're going to throw to this crossing receiver. Ah, missed him. Anyway, once you do get the ball in the touchdown, that's pretty much just simple as that, actually. You get the ball in the touchdown, you get your 7 points, and you go back and you do it all over again. There we go. Got our touchdown. Everyone's going to skedaddle back onto the beginning of the field. And you're once again on offense. Your score's gone up, but that's just about it. You don't actually play any defense here. Plays don't switch off. There's no kick returns, anything too fancy like that. It's a very simple application. Your goal is basically just to get as high a score as possible, which I will show you and talk to you about right now. How do I get out of this? I don't know. So we're just going to start the application back up. And you can resume gameplay, I guess right there, I didn't even notice. Anyway, you can check your high scores. Your high scores are only offline, so don't get too psyched about it. Anyway, your top score that you're trying to beat, the number one default score is going to be 175 points by Jesus. So you're trying to beat Jesus right now. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. But anyway, let's not get into that at all, because that's not what I want to talk about. My high score, actually, there's actually two bills up here. The bill number 3 was already default. I'm number 9 down here at 49 points. That was, I believe, at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, and then I started to lose interest. It's a great application, but unless you're really serious about football games, you're going to want to maybe pass over this one. It's a great application. As you guys saw, it had fantastic graphics, fantastic gameplay. This is the only application in the App Store at all like this. There's nothing else like it at all. There's no other passing football games actually where you're in the action itself. So if you like football at all, go out and download this application. I'm definitely going to recommend it to you guys. There's so many other football applications out there, whether they have to do with scores or just trivia and stuff like that, but there's no other actual playing football where you're in the game like this. So this is the first one I've seen by Skyworks. Fantastic job from their part. Kudos to them. They made it just spot on, just everything that you want to have in an application. No one wants to play defense. You want to just rank up, get the high score, and you want to play some offense, and that's what they did in this application. X's and O's football. Next app that I have for you guys is going to be once again by Skyworks. This is more of an arcade style though. It's called QB Pass Attack. Very fun application. Everyone at least has seen something like this in their life. When you do start it up, you got 2 different options to go to. You got Classic Game Mode, which is just trying to rank up your score in a certain amount of time, or you have Progressive Game, which I'll show you right after Classic. Let's start it off with Classic though. Anyway, at the top of our screen right here we have time, percentage of throws that you've actually completed, which I'll show you after a little bit. Pardon me. Your score and your points. In the classic game right here that we're doing, this bottom circle right here, the score is 7 points, and this top circle up here, which is very hard to get to, is going to be 30 points. As you guys see, we're in the arcade right now. This is the little bar that comes down, so you're not going to run up there and steal the footballs. We got the cages on the side. We've got the mat in the back. Actually, I'll just drag one right now, start the time. And when I hit the mat, it folds in. It's just like a mat in an arcade. It's the exact same thing. You can even hear it. Let's hit the side of the cage. It's got the exact same sound to it. It's just got such a realistic feel to it. Let's try and get one actually in though this time. As you see right there, we got lights ringing up. It actually makes you feel like you're in the arcade throwing some of the I don't know what the heck this thing's called, but it looks like it's got a very arcade feel to it. Let's try and get one up at the very top. I've got a few up there. Like my first time, I think I only got like one up there. It's a pretty tough time to get to. Ooh, that one I thought should have gone in. Man, do I look terrible right now. I want to get one. Dang. Well, that just stinks. I will get one for you guys by the end of this application's review. Anyway, I'm a towel boy. I stink. Let's get out of this and go into the progressive game mode, which I actually happen to like a lot more. Pardon me again. Classic game mode is just how you guys see it in the arcades, where you got a certain amount of time, and then you got to rack up the rest of the quarters to play. But progressive game is actually more of a football feel to it. At the top of the screen now we have an actual football field with first downs and yardage. So throwing it down here, you're not going to get a first down, but you'll probably get about 7 or 8 yards. So let's get this. So now it's 3rd and 4. Got to get this. Now I got a first down. Example, if I miss and hit the mat, it moves to 2nd and 10 though. So you got to get these within a certain amount of throws. Example, I should probably have to make these next two. Now I got to make this one to convert. Okay, but let's show you what happens if I don't convert. Let's just... Sorry about that, guys. Camera just hates me. Keep throwing them 4 into here. And we didn't convert, so now my guy just moved back to the beginning. Anyway, let's try and go for one of these top, because I have to make a top before this review is over, or I'm pretty much gonna cry. This stinks. I'm awful. You should all feel so sorry for me. There we go. Ooh, baby. That's an automatic first down. Just gave me 50 yards on that one with only a few seconds left. Finally, I was just not doing so hot on that. Anyway, so let's get out of this. How do I get out of this? Come on, Skyworks. Oh, we're just starting. Now we moved into a different quarter. Anyway, I don't want to be in this quarter. Let's get back out, start it all over. No, I did not want to resume gameplay. One more thing that I want to be able to show you guys is the utilization of the accelerometer that Skyworks has integrated in this application. Example, if I throw the ball, well, that was terrible, that was a dud. If I throw the ball and I leave it, it's going to go straight. If I throw the ball and I tilt it left, you guys see that? Like a pitcher up there throwing curveballs. So we can tilt it right, can tilt it left, right in. You're also able to tilt it upwards, which will give you some extra power boost in your throw. I want that little circle. Gosh, I'm so close on it too. Dang. Should have just ended while I was ahead. But I'm gonna get it again. There we go. So that's pretty much the entire application right there. Very arcade gameplay. It's called QB Pass Attack. I do love the application. If I had to pick one between the Skyworks for X's and O's football or QB Pass Attack, I'd probably actually recommend QB Pass Attack because it seems like I would be playing that more and more often than I would at X's and O football. This football application that I first reviewed, it's a great application. It's the first of its kind. It's got a little bit of room for improvement to keep you interested, keep you wanting to keep on playing it. But QB Pass Attack, I could see myself playing for hours and hours trying to constantly beat my high score. It's a fun application. It's a flick-it football system. Very similar to Skyworks' other applications. Great graphics, great sound effects. It's got the arcade feeling, arcade tone set to it. And I definitely recommend it for anybody out there who's a sports fanatic. That's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this application review. That's what I'm going to end it on, actually. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic day, weekend, whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you guys for the next review. Bye.